Good afternoon, my friends. Grim here, and welcome to Chapter 50 in Halvar's Saga, a momentous milestone, I am sure you'll agree. Thank you very much for being here, for supporting the content, for checking out previous chapters, of course, and with such a momentous occasion, we can do nothing less than participate in one of the most exciting, I'm told, I know nothing about this, but I'm told one of the most exciting Anniversary Edition quests, The Cause. So, are you down for The Cause, my friends? Because I sure am. We are just checking in with the family in Hendrheim. It's been a minute since we've seen them. Making sure all is well because, you know, who knows, any quest may well prove to be Halvar's last.
Could you give me an allowance?
Hello, Sophie. Sorry, I can't afford it right now. Yeah, sure, here's 25 gold.
Thanks.
Little bit of a raise for you there, Sophie.
Mama took me to the market. There were lots of pies and cakes there.
Oh, that's nice,
She said she'd
Lucia.
show me how to bake one.
Sounds like everything is going swimmingly here at home.
It's good to see you again, dear.
It's good to see you again, wife. How farest thou? Without Halvar
Do you need
in
anything?
your bed
my
every
love?
night. Okay, let's not get weird.
We've made a bit of gold. Here, love. This is your share.
2,300 gold. Very cool.
Take a look.
I'm just gonna see what's in the store because it's been a long time since I've done anything buying and selling with her, and I think it's a mix of what you give her and other random stuff. So I'm just curious as to how this works. It's nothing too particularly exciting either way. I just sold a couple quick things off camera and didn't do an exhaustive clear out of the inventory. See if there's anything else we can easily get rid of right here, right now. Not necessarily. Maybe a sapphire, a couple scrolls. And we'll call it good.
Bye, love.
Look at us. We're so alike. We even get up off the bar stools the same way. All right, family, stay safe. Hey, there's one of the daughter's pet fox. It's pretty cool.
Papa, we're playing a game. Do you want to play?
Sorry, girls. I have been called to a very momentous
Papa,
occasion.
we're playing a game. Do you want to play?
I'll come back and play with you after, mostly because I don't know if the viewers would want to see that as much as they want to see the beginning of this quest. I received a letter from someone named Skorvild claiming to be a reformed member of the Mythic Dawn. He mentioned the Oblivion crisis and asked me to meet him at the shrine to Stendarr. I should go there and see what he has to say. Fortunately, we are right in the area. It's just south of Swindler's Den. So here we go, guys. I hope this will be very exciting after the last couple of relatively low-key chapters. We did some good leveling up. We accomplished a lot. And we're back wielding the two-handed weapon after a brief excursion into the world of dual wielding, which was pretty cool, but mostly just a way to hit level 46 for this. Express Purpose. This might be one of the 9 shrines we pray at, I don't quite recall. Defeat the Mythic Dawn Assassins? Oh, don't mind if I do. Alright, already this is pretty cool. Not much of an assassin now, are you? Charging out into the open, barely bothering to use any cover. And then getting one shot, I mean. Not for nothing, but you're gonna have to do better than that. I don't care what cult you're in, you gotta step up that game a little bit. Search the bodies for information. Search the bodies for a tomato. Mythic Dawn gear is relatively cool. I guess we only really need one set of it. Mythic Dawn orders. Read as follows. There have been whispers of traitors among our ranks. Pathetic attempt to sabotage our mission, but nothing will stand in the way of Lord Dagon's Welkin. Your duty is to seek out those who oppose us and eradicate them. Acolyte Skorvild and Priestess Enakane have gone missing. Find them. If there is any scent of betrayal, they must be swiftly destroyed. Afterward, travel to the excavation camp to await further instruction, but take the utmost precaution. The vigil of Stendarr have increased their activity and may be aware of our presence. The dawn is breaking. Vanos. Big apologies in advance for all of the mispronunciations that have just happened and are sure to follow. Skorvid's Journal. Let's have a look at that. One commonality through all of the new content is a whole lot of reading. We have to then search for clues in the Mythic Dawn camp. Okay, this is a long journal, which is fine, but I'm just going to skim it for the sake of content. The Mythic Dawn did not tolerate desertion. The cult was eradicated long ago after the Oblivion crisis of the Third Era came to an end. Seems to have been revived about a year ago. Rumors speaking of an Oblivion gate. Vanos made a pact with Mehrunes Dagon. So this writer Skorvild fell victim to the promise of such power. They have successfully rebuilt an Oblivion gate, and they're working tirelessly to open it. Ooh, this guy offered up his farmer brother, a peaceful man, as a sacrifice. And that kind of red-pilled him on this, you know, it kind of woke him up to the horror of what he was doing. So, he's found out that Vanos is searching for a powerful ancient artifact necessary to open the gate, perhaps in an excavation camp to the southwest of Ivarstead. The priests are blindfolded, so there's no further information that they can give away. I know it was a cave, I wish I could tell you more. On the run day and night, fleeing from the cult and from the vigil of Stendarr. Please stop the Mythic Dawn however you can for myself, my forsaken brother, and the whole of Tamriel. A heartfelt final word from Skorvild. That was indeed moving. And it shows us just what's going on. So, now we need to go search for clues in the Mythic Dawn camp, which once again is west of Ivarstead. Looks like traveling to the Alchemist Shack and then a clear shot up a northern slope will get us there. I've not been up the mountain yet at all. Haven't even started the big Greybeard quest. Ooh, butterfly in a jar. I think that goes in a special spot in my home of Hendraheim. Oh, you know what? I'm glad I thought of this. One thing I forgot to do is turn the difficulty back up to the highest level. Okay. What should have clued me in on that was how easy those assassins were to fight off. Look at that beautiful Borealis. Of course, we had turned it down for the previous playthrough because we were switching to the one-handed weapons for like the first time ever. But now we need to be back up on the highest difficulty, and you know, given how tough some of the Anniversary Edition content has been so far, we could very easily be in for a big problem here. This is a little more like it. Some powerful enough enemies.
I'll kill you if I have to. Death awaits you.
Halvar showing him the business, though. With a worthy assist, of course, as ever, from the great Janasa. One of these explorers was a smith, a dedicated one, it seems, and they're definitely a little bit blinged out. Plenty of jewelry. You know the loot in the AV content is always pretty nice. There should be another dead body somewhere over here, one that Janasa sniped, I think. Excavation Leader's Journal, so we need to search Rielle for clues about the secret chamber. The dawn is breaking. Vanos has successfully pierced the veil of the liminal barrier. Okay. They're working on the gate. What kind of artifact could hold such power? Even 1,000 soul gems would likely dissolve in the presence of a sigil stone. They're scouting as far afield as Solstheim and Cyrodiil. A great welkynd stone. We found some of those. I think I've kept at least one in the chest back at home. But I don't know about great welkynd stones. I think they're just regular ones. Okay, so these stones were the downfall of Maroons, but also, ironically, could be what brings them back. A great one may be hidden deep within Rielle. They've captured a researcher. Starting to feel the vigil of Stendarr is on their trail. Interrogating the researcher, learned that Rielle is structurally weak, making entry difficult. The vigil is blocking the Pale Pass. They're still trying to find other ways in. Okay, so they sent trusted disciples, the ones we just killed, to set up a base camp here, trying to excavate their own pathway through the Vigil Mountains and into Rielle. We finally breached Rielle through its northwest corner, but the challenges within have proven quite deadly. Undead monsters await within. All this and yet no signs of a secret chamber or welkynd stone. Perhaps there is something we are missing. Jeez, lots of reading here. Oh, supply chain issues, running out of trusted disciples. Vigilants are really increasing their presence. They reference Skorvild, who's gone missing. This is our last chance, and it didn't work because we got you first. All right. An undoubtedly interesting story is unfolding here. I gripe a little bit about having to read too much, but it is only because I'm eager to get on with it and mindful of what's nice to see for you, the viewer. Especially if you've already seen this or played it through yourself, reading things for the first time not as thrilling as it is for me, right? Anyway, so now I think, yep, searching Rielle is the next step. Just want to make sure there's nothing more up here that we're missing before we leave this base camp behind. Doesn't really appear to be. Alright, Alright, good enough for me. Fast traveling to Arcwind Point. Rielle appears to be just south of that. I was gonna say, I think I maybe remember a dragon up at Arcwind Point. Certainly the name suggests that. Oh, ancient dragon. And also I hear the Draugr. Death Lords or whatever they might be.
That it? That your best?
It's a very tough dragon on this difficulty. Yeah, it's doing respectable fire damage even through our virtual fire immunity. Oops. Should probably just be running down there, but I can't resist the free shots. Alright, now I'm gonna run down. Yeah, you know what? I think this is actually where we found the armor that we're wearing, isn't it? This unique dragon bone mail with 100% fire resist. This Deathlord's got bigger problems than us, but I don't think he sees it that way. Of course, I'm one to talk. I'm here attacking the Overlord rather than the dragon. Very powerful enemy, by the way. Gotta get a few hits on this dragon while we can. Woo!
I'll see you.
Ooh, after all that, this dragon better not flee. Okay, it's landing for its final stand, it seems. Yeah, this is definitely where we found that gear, right? Get in here, Janasa. Might push him back onto this trap, that'd be kind of... Well, 2 or 3 near-death experiences already, my friends. Welcome back to Legendary difficulty, right? We haven't even really started the new quest yet. We're just fast-traveled to the nearest location to start it. Okay, also, steel arrows are not going to cut it. Definitely taking these shots on the dragon while I have him. What a melee this is. Holy moly. Oh, that was terrifying. We did it. We got the dragon. Not trying to fall off the cliff. These fights go on for so long that you need to just continually recharge during them. Enchanting 99. Well, alright. Nicely done, Jen. Now, where were we? We've gone far north of Arcwind Point, the course of that battle. But I guess since we're up here, let's just see if there's anything else new up here. This is where, once again, we found that. The very breastplate we're wearing right now, if I'm not mistaken. Very high-level spell tome. Some good gear all around. Up here at the top of the world. Alright, no more dragon attacks. No more Draugr Deathlords. Only the cause now. Only being down for the cause. I don't know what this is. Okay. Maybe one more Draugr Deathlord. Ah, this one's a coward. I guess that makes sense why he's hiding down here. And using a shield. I mean, come on. This is interesting because when I found this place, I remember having my mind blown by it. Just thought it was such a cool encounter. And I think... I'm not positive, but I think I found it just by a random exploration. But of course, if you haven't happened to explore here yet and then you start the cause, I suppose you're likely to find it that way. I'm sure we got this word of power already. Yep. Just had to double check. Well, here comes in a bunch of goons, a bunch of goofy bags of bones. So we need to go up, I guess? Maybe, kinda, sorta? No, we need to go...
What's the hurry?
Maybe this way. We'll see. Yep. Grab a pickaxe just in case we need it for anything within. I'm surely not stopping to mine for value at this point. But you never know. You know, we had that Skyrim quest a couple chapters ago where you needed the pickaxe to proceed. A specific type of pickaxe, nonetheless, so... Rielle. When I first heard the instruction to search Rielle, I thought it would be a person, a dead body to be exact.
Damn, that's quite a sight.
You're right, Janasa, it is. Search ayleid cask, huh? Interesting. This has definitely got the vibe of a dwarven ruin in some ways, but it's just like... It's different. It looks almost more modern. And also much more recently inhabited than the typical dwarven ruins we're used to seeing, right? But there's something else. It's like a different era of dwarven architecture. That's kind of the best way I could think to describe it at the moment. This gate is also pretty cool, you have to say. Eerie music, too, my friends. Orc adventurer met an untimely end. Not the first of his kind to do so, let's just put it that way. Look at the size and scope of this place. Wow. I have mixed feelings about it, because on the one hand, rielle crypt, interesting. Do we go right in, or do we finish looking over here? Okay, well, the arrow tells us to go back over here, so that's what we'll do. It's kind of my instinct anyway. A wight? Hello. Another wight up ahead. Indeed. Alright, so you can clearly jump down, but we'll take the stairs, civilized way. Are these elven undead? Is that what a wight is? Well, that's a really strong whatever it is. White Lord. Yeah, we're catching a beatdown from this guy. Time for a few potions. I'm gonna do Elixir of Regen here. Maybe a little hasty. You know, we could need that certainly at other points, but just gotta fight a little bit more defensively, let the regen and Janasa do some work. Level up block a bit, all that good stuff. Haha, then he tries to run at the end. Elemental Shard. Fearsome. Retrieve the shards, 1 out of 4. Janice's Journal. Alright, let's have a look. Janice was called upon to assist with the expedition. Trying to research elemental shards and the, quote, sleeping guardians, unquote, within the ruins. Needs more time. Vanos and the Lord Maroons presumably are impatient. Air, water, earth, and light may serve as keys to certain hidden chambers. This man presupposes, or rather surmises from what he's found, that more great Welkin stones might be hidden within. Woe to those who entered before me and met their fate. I imagined not the horrors that awaited me. Guardians who have lied in wait for untold centuries, sealed in their sarcophagi, awakening to protect the ancient powers within. Okay. The 4 elements correspond to the 4 points of the compass. So that's our way to solve the riddle, if and when we can get all 4. Fascinating indeed. Just picked up a Welkin stone off the ground, but just a regular one that doesn't really have any bearing here, I guess. We have not gone down yet. Yeah, this is a whole huge place. Okay. This is gonna be another... whoa. Another one of those where it's like, such good loot, but hard to take it all. I can already tell. Ooh. A White Lord with an arrow. Alright, the second elemental shard, and to be honest, I found it more quickly than I figured I would. I wonder what level of souls these wights have. Clearly some just basic named wights are a lot stronger than others too. Interesting. Ayleid cask, ayleid urn. Something about the naming convention here just makes things feel that much more momentous, you know? I'm glad that it's not just your traditional urn or burial urn or whatever they're usually called. The arrow points us downward through that gate, but I think I'm just gonna look up here first and then we'll head down. Down into the crypt, apparently. Well, what's the other arrow, actually? Another shard back here. Let's go get that one before we go down into the crypt, I guess. These ones can kind of awaken off the walls, rather like Draugr in their coffins. I also like how the dead explorers that we're finding have... They usually have, like, food of some kind, some relevant gear, some potions. Like, it's just all very realistic in little ways that really matter for immersion, you know? I have to say, so far, this is a 10 out of 10 quest. So far. I reserve the right to take it all back and complain. Why does Janus have 10 bone meal, by the way? I meant to comment upon that earlier. Also forgot to search his buddies thoroughly, I suppose. Wow. I missed a lot in here, huh? Alright, anyway. Now it appears as though we've seen probably all of Rielle proper. Close enough where I feel good about just charging for the crypt. Hope you guys are having fun here. Because I sure am. Alright, shard number 4 looks like it's right here. In the form of a White Lord. Alright, we've got all 4 now. We've got to locate the holders. Got it. Understood. Deep into the crypt. Okay, you can hit E to activate, but I didn't. I just walked up to it. Interesting. Feels rather like we're walking into a trap, but when has that ever deterred Halvar? Yeah, ow. Big ow. Duly noted. You know, I've played characters before, like, on some of my playthroughs where I tried different character styles and didn't get very far. I've been one-shot by traps like that before. Halvar just such a tank that you can blunder into obvious traps while commenting that you're probably doing just that. And he's just like, owie. That hurt. Alright. Don't want to miss anything over here. Oh, there's plenty to see over there. Yeah, okay, we'll go this way now. This gate is opened elsewhere. Maybe we won't go that way right now. Fascinating. Even the gates here are interesting, both aesthetically and in terms of how they function. Alright. We've got to place the elemental shards, but let's first not die. You're crafty, Mr. Wight. I'm gonna save beforehand. You know this eerie music means something's about to happen. Before anything crazy goes down, we're gonna search the bodies, take the Welkin stones off of their pedestals. Okay, do nothing. We want to make sure we're doing it the right way, so consulting the journal. Okay, south is Sirkin, north is Well. East is Alata, west is Nen. So we're going to do Sirkin, then Well. South, then north. West was Nen, I believe. Didn't feel like looking it back up. I was about 90% sure there. I think we got it. Very cool indeed. I just need a picture with decent lighting to document our presence here in this very unique place. Into the secret chamber we go. Take the Great Welkin Stone. Ah, of course. What could go wrong? Well, here goes nothing. Defeat Norion the Undying. Alright, we'll try. At first glance, this looked kind of like the Witch King of Angmar. Upon closer glance, it's kind of like that, you know, Ringwraith Witch King type of look, hybridized with almost like a Warhammer High Elf Sorcerer. And I should focus on not dying, shouldn't I? So, Filter of Health. Potion of Ultimate Healing. Can we get any kind of regen in there either? Not, well, yes, okay, Solution of Regen. Alright, this should keep us alive. Hopefully. I'm not even going to worry about whatever else is attacking me. Just focusing all aggro on Norion. Let's do a resist shock potion as well. Ooh. Very intense fight. Get him. Get him. The greed, switching to the great sword for the soul harvest, and we do it. Haha, nice. Oh, but there's still enemies to not die to. Whew. Get under cover. Oh, even that guy doesn't give us a black star filled up? Brumum. These wights are wisely retreating to go archer mode, but it will not save them. Holy crap, I died to like a massive arrow shot, a critical hit. So we beat that. Okay. Well, that was just me being dumb and stingy with my potions, I guess. Well, let's try that again. I mean, obviously we can do it. We beat the boss man and then just an inexplicably big critical hit from a single arrow. Let's go. That was kind of cool. I love when the rank and file flexes a little bit, don't you? Get as many hits in here, slow time as we can. Keep interrupting him before he can summon whatever that thing is that is kicking our butts a little bit. Alright, now it's time for all our potions. We need Filter of Health, Solution of Regen, Heal Plentifully, Resist, Shock. That should be good. Got him. Again. Rielle key, Staff of Ehlno Ede. Sprayed on the ground, it creates a wall of lightning that does 50 points of shock damage per second. Absorbs stamina per second as well. Alright, this time we're not dying to the wights. Funny though that was. Or are we? Good God, that archer kicks our butt. This archer, wight, is legitimately, like, 1v1ing us in close combat. And doesn't even get staggered by our power attacks. Touché, wight, touché. I was gonna say, I think one is down below, but I couldn't tell. It sure is. That's a little bit more like it. These archers deserve all the respect. We are winning the firefight handily here. And there it is. A tough fight indeed, my friends, but we emerge victorious. And where were we? Find clues to the Oblivion Gates location. Okay, you know, this would wrap up the chapter really neatly if we were able to kind of find clues and then exit. I certainly don't want to miss any loot here. Some health pots, obviously very much in demand after burning through them to stay alive there. Okay, I guess we've likely seen the loot in here. It feels like there should be a big chest, but that, to be fair, is not as formulaic in AV as it would be, or in AE as it would be in vanilla Skyrim, that you'll always have one at the end of a big underground chamber like this, and furthermore, there could still be one on our way out. I forgot about that. This gate is opened elsewhere, so obviously we have to go through it. Now, how do we activate this gate? Can't go through that gate or grate or whatever it is. Okay. That should do it. Just needed a tad more exploration on our part. And we're through. Back into Rielle, interesting.
Someone there? What the?
What's going on? Fight down below between a wight and the mythic dawn. camera is so awkward right now. I can't, like, turn or see what's going on fully. Sorry about that.
I'll see you burn.
Another one of those inexplicably mega strong wights. Yeah, I'm trapped between, like, Janasa and an open gate. And that wight, but now the wight's dead and I'm still trapped. Now, on whose side do we intervene, if any? And yeah, we've already been through here. We're just kind of emerging into another conflict.
You think you can take me? Don't have a chance.
Vigil. Ah, the Vigil's here. Alright, obviously we help them.
You call yours... But Nord... Oh,
Nice.
well. Must have run off.
Halvar and the Vigil working together against the cult.
Sick?
Am I sick? That's the first thing you ask me, dude. How rude.
The mercy of Stendarr does not extend to Daedra worshippers. Wherever the Daedra hide, the vigil of Stendarr will cast them into the light. Walk always in the light, or we will drag you to it.
I believe you. Well, that was kind of a cool little encounter. Don't know
Stendarr's
exactly
mercy be
where to
upon
go to
you,
get
for
to
the
that
vigil has none to spare.
clue, but let's just kind of blindly follow the arrow for a minute. Into another trap. This isn't the way the arrow goes, but there's an enemy down there. Enemy over there, too. Alright, come on. You can't jump these traps. At this point, I'm not worrying as much about the enemy.
You're bloated with disease. The Vigilant of Stendarr can help you, as long
Please
as
cure
you
me.
promise to never assist the Daedra. None escape the Vigil. All come into the light.
Somebody help! Never should have come here.
Oh well. Must have run off. Wherever the Stendarr's light purify you of your ills.
Nice.
Stendarr's mercy be upon you, for the Vigil has none to spare.
Cool, so...
Wherever the Daedra hide.
I don't know why
Vigil
this
of
is... Okay,
Stendarr
here we
will
go.
cast
There
them
is a
into
hallway here. I was like... No, but this is the way we just came. How come I can't find my way through here? This place is a dead end.
The suffering the Daedra cause will not go unpunished.
I mean, maybe you jump down and then go... Yeah, whatever, we'll try it at this point. I mean, you probably are supposed to have to go through these enemies to get where you need to go, so... Probably can't go too wrong just fighting them and seeing what happens. Well, friends, whether or not it gets us out of this place when we find how the heck to get to this arrow, I think that'll be where we call the chapter. Hopefully it gets us out, because this interior is really cool, but as you may know by now, I kind of hate being trapped underground for extended periods of time. Alright guys, I'm back and feeling pretty dumb because I was more or less just deceived by the map. We've got an Argonian mythic Dawn Explorer who's getting executed by Halvar, as it should be.
Must have run off.
Once again, we intercede on behalf of the Vigil. And legitimately just had to, like, keep going up relative to where we were before. Lots of stuff here. Vigil Enforcer gear, we've got to take that. We've got a few different things we just picked up to read. Let's search the casks before we go out. Totally of this area.
The mercy of Stendarr does not extend to David. Worship.
So the Vigil Enforcer's journal, but also there's the torn note I wanted to read. So yeah, just had to keep going. I thought we were looking for a clue in, but it looks like you're supposed to look for a clue out in the world, which is awesome. So let's just read before we go on. Torn note. In the shade of Velothi, where rivers run black, shore stone at our feet, white shore at our back. We are just at shore of stone. How convenient. Vindhelm on our shoulders, beyond the fair night. Before the dawn rises, red scars bleed the light. That is a location hint, if I've ever seen one. Vigil's orders is the other thing we just picked up. That reads, the Vigil is the last line of defense between the light and the darkness. If the defilers manage to open the gate, then we are bound by Stendarr to not let a single abomination pass through it. Find the gate and secure it. Whatever it takes, we must hold the line. Man, I love the vigilants of Stendarr. They are so cool. I've commented before on how they've seemed to be like a whipping boy for various bad guys in different quest lines, but here they seem awesome. And they're like beating the mythic Dawn cult in combat too. They're not just dying, right? So I'm all about that. What journal are we trying to read now? This one. So we need to locate the Oblivion Gate. Optional, you can wear a set of mythic Dawn robes, I guess, to infiltrate it like we did in other Anniversary Edition quests. Okay, our spies in the cities have reported hearing whispers of the mythic Dawn among the populace. Okay, agents in Cyrodiil. Picking up more intel. We're seeing basically the same story told from that we found in the other earlier journals from the Vigil's perspective now. It's a cool journal, well written. I'm not going to read the whole thing now, just skimming. Once again, same story we've already heard from Skorvild's perspective, whom they now mention, and from the Mythic Dawn. Still in the cult people's perspective. They captured and interrogated a priestess. Gave her a slow death. The torn note, as suspected, is a clue to their location. Alright, cool. Well, these will be some very unique journals for the old bookshelf back home. Alright, after getting a little bit turned around, it looks like we are on our way out of here. Vigil, Enforcer, armor, boots, gauntlets. We gotta have that helm. We gotta have the full set, don't you know? Alright, sweet. Nope, let's not get turned around again. This is the way out, I think. Right? What the heck? Yeah, here we go. Okay, okay.
Walk always in the light, or we will
I think I've just
drag
kind
you
of
to
reached,
the
like, my saturation point a little bit, so I'm flagging. And thus unable to, retrace my footsteps back out of this fascinating location. But that worked out really well. It filled up a chapter just about perfectly. Super unique. Very, very, very
The
cool.
suffering the Daedra cause will not go unpunished.
And the Vigil Enforcer
The
gear
mercy of Stendarr does not
just looks
extend to Daedra worshippers.
just more points
The mercy of
in the
Stendarr
tally
does not extend to Daedra worshippers.
for the Vigil. So thank you, my friends, so very much for watching. As always, it is good to be here with you. It's good for Halvar to breathe the free air again. What an intense chapter this was overall. Some nice lighting here will send us on our way. We'll do our buying and selling off camera and get prepped for the next part of the cause. I think we should plow straight ahead with it. No diversions, nothing else in between. Let's get down with the cause in Chapter 51. I hope to see you then. Until then, my friends, take care, and I'll talk to you soon.